Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's not Thursday, but it is vacation, so I have a new beer here for you. Don't forget, you can find me on Untappd YouTube and Twitter, all at tubajake_69, and on Instagram at tubajake_. Tell me your stories, because I like to hear them. Hopefully you do too, because I'm going to tell you some stories. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because when you guys do that, more people get to see the stuff that I've done. So, and it makes me feel better to know that people are watching. So thanks for doing that. I appreciate it whenever that happens. What I've got for you today is Mr. Plumpricot from Austin Brothers Brewing Company. They're out of Alpena. This apparently is a sour series, 5.5% ABV, very drinkable, 10 IBU. Not very bitter, which should be good. It sounds like it's going to be a sour. Sour ale with plum and apricot. Weird. A whole pint here. They do the independent brewing thing, so should be pretty good. I'll get this guy started. All right. So it's a sour, plum and apricot. I'm not exactly sure what to expect out of this. A lot of times when you get these, they'll be golden. I've had a sour that was brown. That was a wild one down in Kalamazoo, but that was a while ago too. Like when they bring that back, it's nice. Okay, a little bit cloudy, which is fine. Ooh, that was weird looking. Looks like there's chunks in here. All right, there's chunks in here. Not sure if that's chunks of plum and apricot, which is a possibility, or if that's chunks of yeast, also a possibility. It doesn't matter. If you want to drink them, drink them. If you don't, that's fine too. So I'm expecting sour and delicious and plum and apricot-y, which kind of means that they're mostly the same. It is weird how plums are prunes and apricots are just dried apricots. Strange. When I was first smelling it, I was thinking that it smelled a lot like wine, because it smells a lot like wine, and you generally get in wine, you generally get a more sour flavor, but you don't get as much hops. There is a bitterness on the back end of this, which is kind of nice. Makes you think, hey, this is definitely not wine. Definitely not wine. The colors, I mean, it's kind of an apricot color, so I guess that makes sense. Insides of plums are about the same. So my guess is they peeled the plums at least, if not the apricots too, which could take forever because apricots are generally not super big. It tastes good. Can I separate out plum and apricot? No. No, pretty much all just tastes like apricots, which that's fine. I like those things. Like little sour peaches. Very nice. Does this remind me of a beer? Maybe the Bam beer by Jolly Pumpkin. A little bit like that. That's the kind of sour flavor that I'm getting off of this. The color's fairly similar. It's been a little bit since I've had that. So to say for sure this is what that tastes like, I don't know. But it's what it reminds me of. It's a blonde sour beer. It's pretty close to this. Is there a story that this reminds me of? Trying to think of anything specific. You could go with, I could go with the sour beer story, where I didn't realize that I really liked the sour beer the way that I do like sour beer until I went and had the wild one down in Kalamazoo at the Eccentric Cafe when they're having their 25th anniversary, and just happened to walk into it. And I was like, this should be the next big thing. And it is, sort of. It's not as big as IPAs, but even IPAs aren't the next big thing. At least not the way they were. You're getting a lot more sessionable stuff, which is nice. I like those a lot better than the ones that are super heavy, and although those ones are super easy to make. The super heavy, super hopped beers, easy to make. But the ones that are lighter, a little bit more nuanced, a little bit more difficult to make, need to be had more fresher. Keeps things fresh. It's not fresher. Or do I go with what I did today? Because I mean, it was a beautiful day today here in Michigan, in the middle of Michigan. I got to go and watch my brother's baseball game. Not that my brother was playing in a baseball game, but his team was playing in a baseball game. He's a coach. He is the coach in Elma for the high school team there. And they played in the pre-district today, and they won. They won big, actually. Thought it was going to be a mercy, but not quite. They had to finish it out. They were like one run off, which they scored just before. It was almost a mercy. Disappointing. Well, I don't know. Disappointing. They won. It was good. And then before that, I put in a new pad on my backyard disc golf course. It's just like cement blocks that I dug down into the ground and put the blocks on there. It looks decent. It looks decent. It could use some leveling, which generally happens with that. I don't do that specifically, so usually it just happens over time. Tried to pack in some of the sod that I pulled out, because that's what I pulled out so that I could get the bricks level. Pack it in around the sides so that I had room, and then so that there's not room. It looks nice, at the very least. And putting that one in makes it so that I have two different holes done, because that's the pad where I shoot around a tree and then back the other way. I did have it where, at one point, where there were 3 different holes that threw from that pad, but I changed that one because I changed how that hole works. It's easier to do it from back a ways, so I do it back a ways. And so it'll just mean another one to make. But that one's going to be different too, probably, because I'm starting to run out of the bricks that I need. Which, I mean, it's nice that I've got the bricks even. So there's that too. What else does this remind me of? A story. There was another one. I remember that there was another one. Do I remember what the story was? I do not. Not right now anyway. Oh, now I remember. Went to the World Expo of Beer. It was last week, I think, like the Friday of that. And they actually had this beer there. Austin Brothers had this beer there. I did not have it because I wanted this to be the first time that I had it, which the first time that I've had it, so that I didn't come in knowing something about the beer. That is very good. I like this a lot. I could probably drink more of these. They're nice. So vacation this week. I'm either going to do this a bunch, or I might just take day trips to go see breweries. I'd kind of like to try to make my way up to Shorts. That'd be fun. We'll see if that happens. If not, I've got another vacation later on in the summer, so I can do that then too. I might actually book hotels and do like a northern Michigan brewery tour. Get like Petoskey and Shorts and Sheboygan Brewing Company and Austin Brothers. It could be fun. Could be fun. Usually I drink that right down, but that doesn't look like the little floaty is a piece of plum or apricot. It's definitely cane conditioned beer, which good. Makes them better later. Anyway, I've got a quote for you. This one is from Uncle Langston. Okay, not for real, but he's got the same last name as I do, so it's funny. You know, like Uncle Howard. Makes it funny. Langston Hughes. He said, "I've discovered in life that there are ways of getting almost anywhere you want to go, if you really want to go." I think I was just talking about that. Eventually I'll get there. It'll happen, for sure. I really want to go to Shorts. Does it have to be now? Doesn't have to be now, but I'm going to get there. Yeah, I think that's what I got for you today. So don't forget, you can find me on Untapped YouTube and Twitter, all at _69. And on Instagram, you can find me at _. Thanks for following me. My account got, we'll say, hacked. So I started a new one, the _Jake_ one. And this past week, a little bit more than a week ago, I got back up to the number of followers that I had before, which is nice because I also had like probably 4 times as many posts before. So thanks. It happened quick. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Hopefully you do too, because I'm going to keep telling them. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because then other people get to hear this, and that it makes me feel good. So anyway, I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.